Well, good morning DCO Nation and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Chris. I'm with Deadcom Outdoors, and this morning I am down in Charleston and I am actually pre-fishing for a tournament that will be tomorrow. And things have kind of got switched around here a little bit. We have such a high tide that the parking lot that I wanted to fish out of is flooded. So we're gonna have to change up my plan a little bit here. So I came to another landing that we can fish out of, and again, just a high tide, and we're gonna see if we can find some fish. So we're just gonna kind of look around, scout around, see what we can see if we can kind of establish a pattern. Here at about 12 o'clock, which is in about 3 hours, I'm going to actually pick up, leave this landing, and go to the other landing and fish around there for a few hours. So guys, we're gonna see what we can do. Hopefully we can get on some kind of a pattern for tomorrow. So guys, here we go. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start throwing around this little search bait. So this is a topwater. This is the Mirror Lure Top Pup, and again, it's in kind of that mullet color. But we're gonna start throwing around these small little grass islands here, and again, topwater is a great search bait. So if we get, you know, a blow up or something, if they don't take it, and we may follow up with some subsurface stuff, either a shrimp or a small paddle tail. I know I only threw this one around for just a couple of minutes, but there's other things I want to just roll through. So this is the Redfish Magic, and I switched out the original paddle tail that was on it, and I put on a Z-Man diesel, no, excuse me, a Minnows, a 3-inch Minnows in beer run color. So I want to stick with the white colors and give a little flash, little spinner bait. I'm gonna work this grass line. Okay, it's about 10:30. I'm gonna make a run to the docks because I want to fish these docks for about an hour and just kind of see what's over there. All right guys, as I'm making my way over towards the docks, I took off that spinner bait and I put on a 1/4 ounce Texas eye, and this is the 3-inch scented shrimp by Z-Man. It's in fried chicken color, and I want to give this a try. Because this weight is a little bit heavier than the Prawn Star that I have tied on. I may end up throwing that Prawn Star around those docks, but I just want to give this a try. So, and I can pull off that shrimp, put a paddle tail on. I can put on a kicker crab. I can put on, you know, some other things with that 1/4 ounce Texas eye. And with there being still a lot of water in this marsh system, I want the heavier weight. There we go, fish on. Fish on. Be a little redfish. All right, guys. There's a little red. Just pick him up off the dock here. All right, cool. All right, we'll go ahead and net him in here real quick. So that shrimp right there, right off of that little dock, that maybe we're gonna see what that turns out to be here, but that's not bad. We're gonna see if he is a keeper. So for the tournament, they got to be 15 to 27, and he is 15 and a half, guys. So cool. So I got my first keeper redfish of the day on that little shrimp pattern thrown right up against that dock. So we're gonna see if that ends up being a pattern or not. There he goes. All right, cool, cool, cool. There we go, fish on, guys. There we go. Decent red here too. I just saw the line moving and ooh, picked up a nice trout. Just a decent trout here. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for, but we'll take the fish anyway. Okay. I just happened to see that he picked it up and oh, he already threw it. I didn't even have him hooked that well. But yeah, I saw the line swimming away, guys. And let me get my hands wet here. Right down in here. Here we go. And let's get him. He's going to be a nice little keeper trout. But we're going to get him released. He's probably 15 3/4 or 16. Like I said, I'm not really measuring him, but a decent trout there. Picked him up right off the bottom of that dock. So, okay. So, they've got some fish on them. We know that. And again, it was a very, very subtle bite. I just saw the line moving away and I went ahead and I set the hook. That's where I want to be, right there. There we go, fish on, guys. Oh, looks like another decent trout. It is. Okay, another decent trout here. Prawn star. He may throw it, but that'll be okay. Gotta get my hands wet here. Yeah, I barely have him hooked. But we're going to get him. Don't be flopping around. Don't hurt yourself. All right. So probably another decent little trout, maybe about 14. But that is not what we're looking for here, guys. We're looking for some reds. Again, right off of those grass areas there, there's a little bit of current being broke up around that dock. And I'm just kind of letting that shrimp kind of do its thing. And I'm going to kind of leave this area because, again, I know I can catch some fish here. Again, I don't want to beat these docks up because this may be a little bit of a hot spot if I don't get anything up on the flats first thing in the morning. So let's just leave this alone for now. There we go, fish on. Okay, another little trout here. Decent sized trout coming off of that dock. Okay, guys. All right, he's a decent trout. Well, that's 3 trout off these docks here. 3 trout. Decent trout off of that dock. go ahead and let's get him netted in. All right, cool. I didn't have my chest camera on because I was actually getting ready to take off. But yeah, decent trout here, guys. Probably, again, another probably 14 or 15-inch trout. Cool. I dropped him in the water before we got him released, but again, guys, that's like 3 trout off of these docks. So all right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go ahead and leave this area. We know we can catch fish off of these docks, so we're gonna go load up, go over to station 26 and see what we can do over there. So shrimp off of docks, maybe that's a pattern over here. So guys, we'll see you over there in a minute. Okay guys, well, we made it to our second location, but it wasn't without a few, oh gosh, stumbles and bumps, man. So we're here, but we're not going to fish very long because low tide is in about an hour and 20 minutes, and it's supposed to be a negative tide, and I don't want this creek to be dry when I get back. So we're going to be off the water by about 2 o'clock. It's 10 to 1 right now, so it kind of is what it is. Tomorrow it'll be an hour later, so low tide will be at, let's just say, 3:15, 3:30, and we ought to be good by the time the tournament ends. So I'm not going to go very far. I'm just going to check out a couple of little spots here, and then we're going to come back. So not a bad day right now. We've caught, I think, what is it, 4 trout, 3 trout, 4 trout, and a redfish. So I mean, good day of fishing. We just need to find that redfish pattern. All right. There we go, fish on, guys. That's a redfish. It's gonna be a red. Yeah, okay. Picked them right off these oysters here. All right, good. All right, man. Okay, guys, so I got a red on the spinnerbait. Again, he is probably gonna be at the lower end of that slot. And let's just take a quick look at him. Oh yeah, he's not even gonna make slot, guys. Well, he was small anyway, guys. I popped him loose and he was out of here. Oh man, well, that's all right. He wasn't gonna make slot anyway, but that's cool. That's outgoing tide right along this oyster here. I picked him up with the spinnerbait, so that's good. That's good. Okay. There we go, fish on, guys. Flounder. Flounder hit the spinnerbait. Nice. All right, guys. So that completes the slam today, doesn't it? That gets the slam. Look how he wanted that. He's not giving that up, is he? Yeah. All right, so we're going to get that out, and like I said, that's the slam. Cool. All right, guys, that thing just popped right out of there, and He's not very big. He may be 13, maybe 14, but that finishes off the slam today. So there he goes. But again, good day of fishing. But I've caught 2 reds. One was 15 and a half and the other one was too short. All right, y'all, well, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. It's almost 2 o'clock right now, and I need to get back to the ramp so that I still have some water so I can get back up in there. But pretty good day. I mean, I got a slam, I got like 3 or 4 trout, a couple of redfish, flounder. I can't complain about the day of fishing, but you know, I think I've got a little bit of a plan for tomorrow's tournament. I think I may just fish 26. I don't know, man. This is probably going to be a game day decision. I may end up going to 19 first and then, you know, fish there for 2-3 hours and then maybe come over here. I don't know. Man, it's such a hard decision. I like fishing Station 26. I know it pretty well. So I may just do that. So guys, I don't know. Stay tuned for the next video because that's going to be tournament day. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and on the Outdoor Radio Network on iHeartRadio. My live shows drop every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So guys, I appreciate you, and I will see you out on the water. You guys have a great day.